Good morning, everyone. So for breakfast today, I am trying one of the Sandwich Brothers pitas. Let me show you the box. Okay, so I finally found these at my local Fred Meyer. We don't have a Sam's Club here, which I know a lot of people can find them there. But anyway, so these are the egg white and turkey sausages, flatbread pocket sandwiches from Sandwich Brothers. So these are 4 points. I'm going to try one of those. Somebody suggested dipping these in the sugar-free syrup. That sounds actually really good, but I don't know. I might try that this morning. I'm not sure. I don't have a lot of time. And I have a yogurt for 2 points, so it's 6 points, and then banana, 1 point coffee. So we have 7 points for breakfast, also sipping on some water. Okay, so for lunch today, I have I showed this in my meal prep. This is riced cauliflower and riced broccoli, and I just have 4 ounces of chicken on top, so 2 points for the chicken, 0 points for the broccoli and cauliflower, and there's just some seasoned salt in there as well. And I thought about bringing maybe some ranch dressing to have with this. I think I might bring some of the Opa ranch dressing just to have on the side, just in case I need some more flavor to that, because I'll be at work, so I won't be able to do that, at the last minute. I think I might do that. And then I have a 2-point fruit strip from Costco. This is 1 point worth of the 3-pepper extra spicy hummus. I don't know what brand it is. It's Eating Good, Eating Well, something like that brand. I showed it in my grocery haul, but there's just 1 tablespoon in here for 1 point. Then I have a mini baby bell cheese for 1 point. I have carrots, peppers, and cucumbers in there. So lunch today is going to be 2, 3, 4, 6 points, and when I add the dressing on there, that'll be 7 points, because I'll just do 1 point with the dressing. And then for snacks today, I have some apple slices, and then this is that PB2 yogurt dip that I showed in meal prep, and I do have I believe in my dip video there's one for this, but anyway, this is 1 point for this. And then I don't know if I'll eat this or not, but I'm just going to bring it along just in case. And this is 5 points for a protein bar. I actually haven't had these in a while. So, and then a drink. This is 0 points for the sparkling ice black raspberry. So snack today would be total, if I eat all this, would be 6 points. And then I'm going to have coffee, and I have my coffee brewed right here that I made last night. And then I'm going to put a vanilla Premier Protein in there as well for 2 points. So I don't know what I am up for points, but we will do a recap at the end of my day today and let you know what I'm at. Okay, so I found this motivational quote online, and I thought it was perfect for what I'm going through right now. So it says, giving up on your goal because of one setback is like slashing your other 3 tires because you got one flat. So I thought that was perfect. Sorry about my handwriting. I was trying to write really quickly. So anyway, I thought this was a really great motivational quote to get me going today. Guys, so I'm sorry it's dark. It's so rainy and stormy here today. I thought that I would have better light when I got off work, because lately it's been okay at 4:30, but so I have a few errands to run, but I started filming this morning to kind of tell you guys about my weekend, but I ran out of time. So I didn't want to, I couldn't remember where I started off, so I just deleted that video, but now I kind of wish I would have left it because you guys are having trouble seeing me, but the video is going to be poor. So I'm sorry if the poor quality, it's just because it's nighttime. So so basically, you guys, this weekend
was a mess. You know, Friday was great, and then Saturday started out good. We were all doing our trips, you know, getting ready to do our trips to, you know, clean out the garage that I told you guys about on Friday. And so I was taking my first run, which was the recycling, and my husband was loading up the trash to take to the landfill. And actually recycling and the trash both go to the landfill, just different spots. But I first was trying to get a hold of people that do the e-cycling, which of course is like computers and printers and monitors, and we had things like that. And so I couldn't get a hold, they weren't answering the phone, so I thought I'll just drive by there because it's not too much further in town. So I drive down there, and I found where they had moved to a different area, but they put the sign up there. Anyway, that's random, sorry. So then we turn around to go back to the landfill to drop off the recycling, and a light comes on at my car. And it's the battery light, which my husband had told me he was pretty sure that the alternator was the next thing that was going to go out on that car, because he tested it, and I think I told you guys that. So anyway, yeah, so the light goes on, and then all of a sudden I see smoke coming out from under my hood, but it was white smoke, so I knew it wasn't anything like, you know, fire or anything, and it wasn't overheating, so I knew it was just like steam, but I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. Why was I getting, you know, steam on my engine? And then, so I thought I'd pull over by the fairgrounds, which is like one exit away from where the landfill is, where I knew my husband was going to be. And so I tried to call him, and he wasn't answering, so I figured he must have still been loading up the truck with the trash and all the other stuff he needed to take. And then we get down to the fairgrounds, and it's all locked up. Like the parking lot and everything's locked up, which I don't ever remember them doing that. So then I tried to turn around to go back onto the freeway, and my car would not turn. My power steering was completely gone. Then it started making this horrible noise, and I had my 16-year-old son with me, and he's like, Mom, we just need to pull over. We need to pull over. And so I pull over on the freeway, finally get a hold of my husband, and he asks, you know, he calms me down, because at this point, you guys, I am like panicking as my car is smoking. It's making this weird noise. It wasn't overheating or anything, but it was just scaring the heck out of me. And plus, I was frustrated after all this car problems. You know, I was just completely frustrated. And so then he finds where we're at on the freeway, and he looked at it, and what it looked like was there's some kind of coolant or water or something that's leaking. And which is, you know, one of the issues we were having before, that we thought we had found the problem, but your coolant can leak from many different places. And so we couldn't figure, you know, we couldn't tell, but we're on the side of the freeway. So he's just looking, he said the reason why your battery light came on and why it was smoking and why it was making that noise is because the coolant had gotten the belt wet, and it was slipping. And so he had me start it up, and he looked at it, and everything had dried out. There was no water spraying out all over. So he loosened the cap on the coolant thingy, the thing you pour coolant into, and that way it would not pressurize, and so it wouldn't spray out anymore. So he thought, okay, just go. He goes, go to landfill, drop off your recycling, and then just go home, and we'll look at it when we get home. And meanwhile, I'm just like freaking out, because we had so much we wanted to get done. Me and my husband have not spent any time together at all because of my car the last 3 weeks. And we just wanted to go out to dinner, wanted to spend time together. And I was seriously having an anxiety panic attack. I was so upset. He was so calm. If it wasn't for him, I don't know what I would have done, because I was just freaking out. So we start leaving we get the recycling done. We go to leave, and my car's acting like it's gonna stop. So I thought, okay, well, I don't, you know, like it was gonna stall. And so we get on the freeway, and we're driving. Okay, it's fine once I get up to speed. And then we go to get off on the exit, which is only one exit away from the exit we take to get to my house, where we were at. And it sounded like it was going to stop, and so there was no cars at the stop sign, so I just kind of came to a slow stop and then turned. And then I told my son, I'm like, I sure hope that next light is green, because I don't know if we can stop or not, because I think that my car is going to stop. And so we get to the next light. It just turned red, but it's like a turn right on red, you know, thing. So I just, you know, kind of came to a slow stop and then turned to right on red. We get to the next intersection, which is the last major intersection before my house. this point, we're only like maybe a mile away from my house. So then I get to where we're about a half a mile away from my house, and it stalled right in the intersection. And I don't know where my husband is. He should be right behind us because he was at the dump dumping the garbage when we were there at the recycling. So I'm trying to call him. He's not answering, which is really weird. My stepson's not answering. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So there's a guy behind me, and I tell him, I was like, my husband should be coming along any minute, so just go around me. And he's like, no, let's just push you off the road. So he pushed me off the road, and then luckily another guy stopped and helped him push us off the road. And so he got me on the side of the road. If my husband calls back, and I tell him what's going on, and I'm freaking out. I mean, at this point, I'm just like panicking, I'm crying, I'm like having a panic attack. I mean, it was so bad. So he comes, he's like, what had happened was he lost the garbage can lids. They flew off in the wind, and so they had stopped to secure the garbage cans down and to see if they could get the lids, which they couldn't. So, anyway, so he pulls up behind me, my car started, so he's like, I'll just follow you home, and that way I'm right behind you, because we're like literally like maybe a half a mile away from the house. And so I'm going along, and I could tell it's gonna stop. We have to go through like 3 stop signs before I get to my house, but one of them I had to stop at, and I did, and it was okay. I mean, I just kind of went to a rolling stop, and then I had to go up a big hill to get to my house, and as I was going up the hill, I could hear it trying to stop. And I'm like, it cannot stop on this hill, because there's no way we can push it up this hill. And I had a Jeep Liberty, so it's a heavy vehicle. And so I literally, as I was coasting into my driveway, my car stopped. It just stopped. And so anyway, at this point, I'm telling my son this whole time, I'm done with my car. I cannot handle this anymore. It is taking time away. It wasn't costing us very much money because the parts were so minimal, but it was costing my husband and my stepson so much time. They were spending all their spare time on it, and after work and everything else, and it's not fair to them. I was frustrated. I'm sitting there crying. I'm saying, when I got out of the car, I told my husband, I'm like, I'm done. I cannot do this anymore. I cannot handle this stress. This is not, we just need to go get a new car. We need to go get a new car. And I've been resisting getting a new car. He's wanted to get one for a while. I've been resisting it because we're trying to get out of debt. We would be out of debt in June of next year if I was able to continue on paying the way I was paying. And when I changed jobs, I got a little bit of a raise, and but it's just so all that money was going towards the debt. And so I'm just like, we have to go do it. We have to do it. But we had no money for down payment. The only money I have saved, because I've been putting all of our extra money to the debt instead of saving, which I know is bad. I should be having a savings first and then pay towards the debt. I know all that, but I've just been so like wanting to get it done that I just been paying every extra penny to that debt. And like I said, we were down to 2 bills less than $5,000. Yeah. And we went from $26,000 to $5,000 in 3 years. So I've been paying my every single penny to it. And then so we had no money for down payment, because the only cash I have that's extra is for Christmas. I have it saved. I have it pulled out of the bank in the freezer. I know, weird, but my husband used to be a firefighter, so he always says you need to put money in the freezer when you want to save it in case there's a fire or whatever. So anyway, that's the only money. I told him, I said, the only money we have is money that is for Christmas. I don't want the kids to have a bad Christmas. I know that they would understand because they're old enough to, but I just don't need that stress. He's like, well, let's just go see what they say. So we go in there when it's like 12:30 by this time it's like 11 something. He's like, I'm going to go take these other things to the Goodwill and recycling, and then I'll be back. You do some research on some cars and see what you want, and let's go over there. So we got to the car place at 12:30. I'm crying the whole time all the way into the car place, thinking they're not going to give us one. My credit's bad. My husband's credit is great, but we have no down payment. Can we afford it? What if they want us to pay $500 a month? We can't afford $500. I mean, I am just like frantic, and he just is so calm, and he just keeps telling me, it's okay. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. So we go in there at 12:30, and we walk out at 2 o'clock with a car. And they were the best place to go. The best place. They were not pushy. They were so helpful. They were it was so in and out and quick and fast. And I'm not happy about the car payment, because we haven't had one in so many years. We've had both the cars paid off. But I love my car. So I have to say, I love the car. I love the fact that it's safe. I love the fact now that I'll be able to go see my family for Christmas, because we weren't going to be able to go up there. They're coming down here for Thanksgiving, and then everybody goes there for Christmas, and I wasn't going to be able to do that because there was no way we were going to trust my car to drive that far. And that would be really hard, you know, with everything with my dad, what my dad's going through, you know. I really wanted to see him. And so anyway, so now we'll be able to go up there. So I know there's so many things that are positive about it, and I'm just trying. So long story short, I'm safe now, at least with a good vehicle. I don't have to have men pushing me off the side of the road, and you know, but I also did not have a very good weekend Weight Watchers wise. I was so stressed out and so upset the entire, you know, all Saturday, even Sunday. I was just so emotionally drained, you know, that I don't know. I mean, and I didn't eat right. I didn't eat a lot, but I didn't eat the right things. I haven't been drinking water. I haven't been exercising. That's when I did that Subscriber Sunday video, and I was just determined to start today off new everything. And then I sleep through my alarm and I don't get exercise this morning. So I was going to do it tonight, but honestly, I have errands to run. I have to get those done. You know, with Thanksgiving is next week, and I'm so behind. You guys, this has been so tough. So I'll be lucky. I mean, but eating wise, I did perfect today. So I'm determined to get up tomorrow and get my exercise on. But I'm not very hopeful for weigh-in on Friday. But I mean, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. The stress alone has been just insane, and I don't know how that's going to affect. Stress affects my weight loss so much, you guys, and even though the stress is kind of over right now, I just know it's not going to be very good, but it's okay. I mean, I know from here on out, I know we can afford the car payment. I know we can't, you know, I mean, I just have to make some changes. You know, we just have to tighten things up. And it's just scary going into the season when my husband's off work a lot because of the weather. And, you know, we don't get paid full rate for that. And, you know, all that's kind of scary. But I think, you know, we'll be okay. And I just have to try to find a different outlet than food and, you know, that kind of thing. And shopping is out of the picture now, because that's another thing. I've been kind of replacing a lot of like my comfort stuff is with shopping, but I cannot do that anymore. I have got to buckle down. So anyway, that's my story from the weekend. I'm sorry for this really long 13-minute ramble, but I know all of you guys have been asking, and I didn't mean it to sound like tragic or anything. I mean, it could have been bad, especially on the freeway when it was like trying to stall. That's why I pulled over as fast as I could. But anyway, so I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on, and I appreciate everybody's prayers and everybody's thoughts, and I know some of you can relate to this kind of stuff, and it's comforting to know that you guys are there, and I really appreciate you guys so much. And yeah, we're in this together, and I know that I have a lot of people praying out there for me, so we'll get there. So anyway, I will see you guys in the morning, and hopefully I'll see you and showing you that I am doing my new workout. I bought a new Leslie Sansone DVD. I wanted to get the radio remix, which is the one that Jessie told me that she really loves, but they didn't have that one. So I got the Party to the Hits or something like that, and it has some of the hit training in there as well. So I'm excited about doing that. It's a long workout, so I have to plan for 40 minutes in the morning. I think that's about what it was like 40. I looked at the DVD on my computer to see, and I think it was like 40 minutes. So I have to try to get up by 4:15, 4:30 to be able to get into the shower and get out and ready on time. So that was my plan. I don't even remember hearing my alarm, but I know I hit the snooze though, because it kept going and it finally went off again. That's what woke me up, and it was unplugged, because I always plug my phone in before I go to bed, and it was unplugged. And that's what I do when I push my snooze. So I guess I did. I just don't remember. But anyway, I will take a picture of dinner. I believe it's gonna be chicken and some other stuff. I can't remember exactly what I was doing, but I will take a picture and show you, and I'll probably put it before all this rambly stuff, because I know there's a lot of people that don't like to hear the rambling. So anyway, so I'll have all my food, then I'll have the rambling. So if you've stuck in this long, thank you, and I love you guys, and I will talk to you all in the morning. Bye.